Hello everyone, welcome to PMN Online. In this tutorial, we will learn how to add depreciation of fixed assets in QuickBooks Online. When you're managing finances in QuickBooks Online, one important task you'll come across is recording depreciation for your fixed assets. Depreciation is a way of allocating the cost of an asset over its useful lifespan. This process helps give you a more accurate picture of your business's financial health by reflecting the wear and tear on your assets over time. Today, we'll walk through how to record this in QuickBooks Online with a simple and straightforward journal entry. This will ensure your books remain accurate and compliant. To get started, go to your QuickBooks Online dashboard. Look for the New button located at the top left corner of the screen. Clicking on this will present you with several options. From these, you need to select Journal Entry. This selection will open a fresh form where you'll input both sides of the transaction to keep your financial records balanced. Let's break it down step by step. First, on the initial line of the journal entry form, you'll need to select the account that represents depreciation expenses. Typically, this account is labeled as Depreciation Expense. This account is crucial as it records the cost for the specific period you're working with. Enter the depreciation amount in the Debits column. It's important to use the date that corresponds to the period you are depreciating. Many businesses choose the last day of the month for this purpose, ensuring their reports reflect the correct timing. If you're someone who tracks locations, classes, or uses tags in QuickBooks, now's the time to fill in those fields too. This will help maintain consistency across your reports, making them easier to understand and analyze. Moving on to the second line, in the account field, you will select the depreciation subaccount associated with the fixed asset you're depreciating. This is often labeled as accumulated depreciation for the specific asset. You'll enter the same amount as you did before, but this time in the credits column. It's essential that the debit and credit amounts match perfectly. Debiting the expense account records the cost, while crediting the accumulated depreciation account reduces the book value of the asset, without altering the original purchase price. To make things easier for future reference, add a brief memo to this entry. Something simple like monthly depreciation will suffice. This memo will help you quickly identify the purpose of this entry when reviewing your records later on. Before you finalize everything, double-check that the date, accounts, and amounts are correct, and that the debit equals the credit. If you can't find the depreciation accounts you expected, it might be time to consult with your accountant or verify that your chart of accounts is correctly set up for the asset in question. Once you're confident everything is correct, go ahead and click Save and Close. And just like that, the journal entry is complete. To ensure everything posted correctly, open up your balance sheet report for the corresponding date range. You should see a line under Fixed Assets for accumulated depreciation, which reflects the new credit entry. This line confirms that the journal entry has landed in the right spot, reducing the net book value of the asset as intended. If you're managing multiple assets, it's crucial to maintain consistency with your dates and descriptions each period. This consistency will make your ledger easier to read and understand. Additionally, to the journal entry can provide clear documentation. Be mindful of closed periods, as you'll need to post entries in the next open period, or coordinate adjustments with your accountant to ensure everything remains in order. And there you have it, a quick, clean, and compliant way to add depreciation of fixed assets in QuickBooks Online. We hope this video made it easier for you to learn how to add depreciation of fixed assets in QuickBooks Online. Don't forget to subscribe to PMN Online for more tutorials and tips like this.